Hello, everybody. Welcome into Saturday, December
Hello,
13th,
everybody. Welcome into
2025. Ken
Saturday,
Style Live
December
with Zoom
13th,
Homies.
2025. Ken
Zoom
Style
Homies
Live with
with Ken
Zoom
Style Live.
Homies.
We have confirmed audio because I can hear it in my ears, so that means it's working. We have Bill, maybe, Greg, Rich, Jeff Ryman, One Fish Sam 25th, One Fish 26 Sam, and Jim KJ3N joins us. Hello, gentlemen.
Are you talking to me?
Everybody's
Are you
looking
talking to
around.
me?
Where's the gentleman at? We
Are
got
you
confirmed
talking to me?
audio. Obviously, that audio is a little warm, so yes, I'm wearing the dedication hat to the idiotic Colts, Indianapolis Colts, who are going to start Phyllis Rivers. I don't know who's dumber, just my opinion. I agree with what Brian said last night. Right off tomorrow's game, you're not going to beat Seattle. It's not going to happen. Never mind. I was working on a trailer. I gave up on that. Sam was first, Scott was second, and Greg was third. Hello, Sam. Hello, Scott, and hello, Greg. Scott says Heisman Trophy, Indiana Heisman Trophy winner. Yeah, I forgot all about it, and I'm really happy to see him win that. And all the predictions I'm seeing for the CFP have Indiana and Ohio State playing for the national championship with a different outcome this time. Everyone's picking Ohio State to win the national championship, which personally, we all know how I feel about it. I'd love to see Indiana beat them twice this year. That'd be fantastic. Notre Dame's out of the picture. They didn't make CFP, so we can't play them. Anyway, let's look at chat. Rick Lakes is in chat. He says, hello. I thank Scott for letting me know that. That was cool. I didn't know it. Mabel's in the house. Says, my wife looks good. She's obviously, of course, referring to the thumbnail, which came off Canva. And it just, I liked the way it looked. I thought, I'm going to use it. So that's what I use. She says, goof evening. Yes, it is a goof evening. It's my live stream, so therefore, goof evening is appropriate. I think she meant good evening. Beautiful souls. And then she says, bye. Bye, I tell you. John says hello to me. Nice win for the Heisman Trophy. Yeah. Yeah. Jeff said he'll be back after he fixes a salad. John says hello to Jeff. Scott saying, I think Ski Man. Yeah, I saw Ski Man was here. He said hello to everybody. Hello, Ski. And I think I'm actually all caught up. So as you can tell, I did a little bit of fixing of the video from earlier today that the stupid iPhone wouldn't record it the way I wanted it to be recorded while it was live. So I brought it into DaVinci and did my DaVinci magic. And as you'll see here in a minute, it actually is right. It is correct. I don't know why the phone doesn't do that. I did a follow-up live stream and it worked just fine. Of course, it worked just fine on the follow-up live stream because I wanted it to show this. I wanted everybody to see this. And nope, we get to see a vertical version of this, and that's just absolutely horrible. Horrible. There's a good English word for you, Rich. Horrible. That'll do it for tonight. See you guys tomorrow. Rick Lakes, 2 o'clock his time, 3 o'clock my time. I have no idea how this is going to look. Yes, English, I'm telling you guys. And this is when I was attempting to figure out what it was doing because on the phone, it was saying it was, oh, Wintermeat's in chat. Hello, Wintermeat. Good to see he's back. Hopefully he's feeling much, much better. And he doesn't have to deal with the powdered white stuff that I was dealing with today. And this is my background. There is a live stream. Only problem with the live stream is it's in the wrong orientation. I guess I could delete the live stream and re-upload this. No snow here. He's feeling much, much better, ladies and gentlemen. Long Dog's in the house. Hello, Long Dog. Good to see him. So I'm going to let that play, let you guys know exactly what I got going on, which is a lot of snow. And I do mean a lot. I was able to get the car in the garage on my first attempt. My niece couldn't get it on her first 5 attempts because she's just a young, inexperienced driver. And she got scared when the car started to slide a little bit. She absolutely lost it, and she let her foot off the gas, losing her momentum. And I tried to explain to her, once you get your momentum going, do not stop. Of course, if you're going to hit the building, then obviously you want to stop. But yeah, it's in the garage, first attempt. And then it wasn't 20 minutes after we were home, she was like, "The roads are clear. Can I go to Anderson?" I'm like, "No. It's a 51.3-mile one-way trip." And she just wants to go up there and pick her boyfriend up. Uber. That's what they make Ubers for. To be young. I don't know. Rick Lake says hi to Ski Man. Wintermute says hi to Rick and Jeff. Probably going to say hi to everybody. It is really good to see Wintermute back. Now, if we can figure out what's going on with Charlie Purdy, that would be good. Full disclosure, I had Doug on. I was super, super busy today. I had a lot of things going on. Doug played for the entire time. I didn't hear Doug, but about maybe 10 minutes. And then I turned his audio down, and most of my day right there. So anyway, anybody got anything? Anybody have anything they want to bring up, discuss? I was going to unpin myself.
How long has your niece been driving?
Couple years now, maybe.
So she's what?
20? Yeah.
Yeah, needs a few more winters under her belt.
Well, last winter she was in California. She was in San Diego.
Yeah.
They don't get any snow in San Diego.
Yep.
This winter she's here, and this is, unfortunately, this is going to be a bad winter for us. This is the third accumulating snow in a week. Not good. And this one pretty much dumped what they said it was going to dump, and I'm hoping it's over. I really hope that we're done. And John said something.
Like I can still drive in snow, although I don't do it very often.
51 miles one way would be 102 miles round trip. So yes, that's a hell of a long way to drive.
The most important thing about driving in snow is don't do it if you don't have to.
And that's exactly why when she came to me, she's been to me 3 different times now since she's been home. I mean, basically begging me to let her go pick her boyfriend up. I'm like, Uber. He was going to Uber down here to begin with. Uber, you know? Well, if he Ubers down, can I take him back? And I said, probably not, depending on the weather. And it's going to be very, very cold. Rick Lake says 8 below 0 here. Yeah, we are not that cold, but we are cold. I think when I looked about an hour ago, it was 13 degrees. We're going to an overnight low of 1 degree above 0. No. That's too doggone cold. So cars in the garage, got plenty of food. We're good. I got water. Story for that after the stream is over. And I got electricity. Yep, still got electricity, so we're good.
Knock on wood.
Exactly. We are good. Yes, I have on my Colts cap because I'm protesting.
Oh, well, with your cap on, they're going to beat them tomorrow.
They are not. Seattle could forfeit the game and they would still lose. That's how bad that is. Yeah, I was getting ready to tell Jimmy left the exclamation. 39 degrees. That's a heat wave. Man, I'd have to be out in short pants and a short sleeve shirt for that. Yes, I still have on my long sleeve t-shirt. That's all this is, long sleeve t-shirt. It gets very warm. My hands got cold and my feet got cold. Other than that, I was all right. My neighbors 2 doors down were out shoveling their snow, and I yelled up to them, "Do you think this is ever going to end?" And I never did get an answer, but that's fine. As long as they're not in the HOA board, I don't care. -7 here, -3 high today. That's cold. That is cold, Scott.
So where's Scott?
He's in Wisconsin. I believe he's in Marshfield or Marsfield. I'm not sure.
Same latitude as roughly as Rick.
Yeah, John is in Madison, and I think Scott is north. Long Dog, 71 degrees. Well, that right there that's removal material right there on a night like this.
Let me see what it is now.
Now we're at 10.9 degrees currently, and patchy light snow. Yeah, patchy light snow in my butt. It's still coming down really, really good. I don't really expect to have any problems getting out of the driveway, and I will go out tomorrow and drive up and down a couple of times, try to clear it out a little bit. The problem I had today is why I kept losing my footing is the initial scraping of the snow was fine. but then it got mushy after that, and I about fell about 4 times. And the one that made me say, "Oh, to hell with this," was when I literally slipped down at the end of the driveway, and I lost my balance briefly. But I got them cat-like ninja reflexes, so I was good. Nothing, nothing from nobody on that. Wow, tough crowd, tough crowd. Ooh. 61 in Vegas, that's comfortable.
Yep. Well, it was, I'm going to say it was upper 60s today, maybe lower. Trying to find what it hit today. Yesterday, we were supposed to have set a record, like 73.
For the high of
Yeah.
73? Wow.
Don't know if we did or not.
Jeff Ryman, you notice how the host of the show and others who live in the cold weather are not necessarily wearing long sleeve shirts. I never wear a long sleeve shirt unless I have to. I put this on today because I knew it was going to be cold outside, and I did not put a coat on. If I would have had winter gloves, I'd have been okay. But I don't have winter gloves. I use garden gloves. What man puts
Give
on
it
garden
another
gloves?
10 years and you'll want.
Another 10 years, maybe next year. Um, and I usually am in short pants. I'm still in my jeans, and yes, I put jeans on, Scott.
I don't even like short pants in the summer.
I'm comfortable.
I don't know why.
I
I
go
just
to
never.
church, and if I could wear shorts in church, I would, but I'm pretty sure that's frowned upon. So, um, I like t-shirts and shorts. That's the way I am. Long dog, I have a long sleeve shirt, t-shirt, and House 76. I think I've got mine set to 74 right now. I think. I just know the heater hasn't shut off all day long because we're into the cold, cold. I was out this morning in shorts. Yeah. Look on the bright side. I'm not wearing dress pants while I'm clearing the snow today.
Yeah, well, trying to save money. My upstairs thermostat is set at 72 and the downstairs at where I sleep 71.
I can turn the heat down and be okay here. She came in earlier tonight and she was like, "Can I borrow the heater?" I'm like, "Yeah, you can use the heater." I said, "If you'd move the bed and the desk off the registers, your room would not be cold." Oh yeah, I turned the overhead fan off. Your room would not be cold. But at 20 years old, you just don't think of these things. Um, Gonna have an interesting Zoom session after the stream tonight. My brother and I talked for about 40 minutes earlier today. And I apologize. I was on Zoom, which was going pretty good at the time. And then he called. And then right after he called, Alex Chi called me for one of 5 times today. Um, yes, I'm telling you. Um, I figured he might be in chat, but obviously not.
Was he relaying stuff?
Yes, he was. Yes.
That is not going to have the ending.
Oh, it didn't. It didn't. The fifth call was pretty blunt, I guess is the way I want to put it. IDC, ID care, don't ever ask again. Pretty much what I said. Maybe a couple choice words thrown in there.
Well,
So,
without my voting one way or another, I can guarantee he's never getting back in.
well, I know. I'm aware of that. We discussed that too, oddly enough. Yeah, the first one was I need to run something by you. My first thought was, what's ghetto done now? And sure enough, it was. But anyway, enough of that conversation.
Let him take care of, let Sheridan take care of Pittsburgh and leave the rest of us alone.
Exactly. Exactly. Let's see. Heat rises in two-story house. Heat rises everywhere. It just depends on how much room and space has got to rise. I mean, it's going to go up. If you ain't got a roof, it's going to go out. Ain't got. There's some more good Indiana talk for you. Ain't got.
Saw an interesting short on YouTube today. A guy had a wood stove in his basement.
Okay.
And the stove was in one room, and there's an open door into another section of the basement. and he has toilet paper hanging from the top of the door, and also one stuck down near the bottom of the door. And without a fan or anything going, the heat is blowing out into the other room from the movement of the toilet paper on the top, and cold air is returning in the bottom. It just sets up a natural circulation.
Huh. And that's what the toilet paper is to indicate the circulation of the air?
Right, right. I mean, it was like one sheet stuck on a
Okay.
little bit of tape, so
All
he
right.
could show which way the air was moving. And this was essentially horizontal, but the heat's got to go someplace. The other room's got cold air in it, so it's going to get sucked in and get hot
Right.
and
Yeah.
return, you know.
Yeah. Long dog, I drove by the Palm Springs airport today and there's a military, I believe C-130 parked on right next to the fence on the road he was driving on. Huge plane. Absolutely huge. You want to take a picture because it was so close? The time I came back, it was dark and pretty. Yeah, it's a big plane. 466.
Saw an interesting short the other day. Somebody showed a C-124. That was the earlier one where it opened under a nose.
The nose. Okay.
And
So
it
the
was used
140
until
series.
well, it was right after the Second World War in
Yeah,
Korea.
C5s fly over there. Yeah, I bet they do ski.
Yeah.
So the 140 series numbers was solved last night by one of the Zoom homies. It only took him about 15 minutes. It's pretty impressive how he kind of logically attacked it, and he finally did figure it out. And he actually stumbled upon something that I thought about doing, but I'm not going to do it, which deals with between now and February. And I had thought about doing that, but I decided I'm not going to do that. Not exactly what the plan was, but it was, yeah, military planes are pretty big. They're C-17, C-17, yeah, Globemaster, except he put Globemaster, fat fingered. Let's see, G is there. G is, okay. 92, 23, 46, 92. I think that's a tight end sweep play to the right. I think. Not exactly sure. Yeah, I probably won't watch the Colts game tomorrow. I'll be aware of the score because my classmate will keep me up to date. She called me 3 times today. One was intentional, and the other 2 were accidental. Kind of laughed about that. And she is a little older than I am, so I teased her about her age. Not sure she took that well or not. She hung up on me. I'm not sure how that. I'm not sure how that went. But then 2 minutes later, she texted me and she said, "I didn't mean to hang up, and I'm not mad that it called me old." So she's got a very good sense of humor. To be around me, you got to have a little bit of a sense of humor. I don't know if it has to be good or not. For the Colts, LOL. If the Colts score 14 points tomorrow, I'll be impressed. I cannot logically figure out why they would sign him. He's 44 years old. Number one, he's been retired for the past 5 years. Number two, why? I mean, but Peyton
Well, is
Manning say
he
no.
officially on the regular team now, not just the practice squad?
He is the starting quarterback projected for tomorrow's game. So he just lost his eligibility for this year's Hall of Fame.
Well, he
That's
may not
out the
care
door.
about that. Who knows?
Maybe. I mean, if he's pretty much a shoe-in to get in, I do believe. It's just a matter of which ballot it'll be on.
Yeah.
I did read a really interesting article today about Tom Brady at 48 years old. Could he play in the NFL? And when asked, Tom Brady said, I could, sure, except for one thing. Mr. Ryman, do you know what the one thing is that prevents Tom Brady from playing in the NFL?
Haven't a clue.
You live in Las Vegas?
His
Oh, wait a
contract.
minute. Oh, he owns part
Greg,
of
way
the
to
team.
go. Man, where's the
I
button to
didn't
put you in the
follow
waiting
the
room? Yes,
Raiders.
his contract. No, it's not his contract. He's a part owner of the Las
Oh, the
Vegas
Raiders.
Raiders. And
Oh,
by being a part owner, he cannot
he
play
can't.
football. Jeff Ryman, it was not a C-130 because that plane has propellers. This one had jet engines. What plane do you suggest? Military. And Scott said the Raiders, yes.
Absolutely.
Um, yeah, his contract with Fox apparently is under a lot of scrutiny because of the fact he's a part-time owner of the Raiders, and I don't know what his percentage is. Probably is very very small. Could John says could be Rivers be the starting pitcher for the Colts? We have a triple A, I think it's triple A baseball team here in town, the Indianapolis Indians. They've been around for years.
All right. Well, the betting line is Seattle minus 13.5. So basically 2 touchdowns.
That low? I figured it'd be 20 or higher.
Total points over under, I guess, is 41.5.
Of which Indianapolis may have 7. Yeah, that sounds about right. Wow. 2 or 4 engines. Well, we're trying to narrow down what Long Dog saw in the all right, it was in the desert, right? Let's clarify this. It was in the desert. It was a hallucination. It was a mirage. There was no plane at all. He thinks he saw a plane. It's called a mirage. No, I don't know.
Thought that was a casino here in Las Vegas. Oh, that's right. It's no longer here.
I didn't sign no flight plans today.
I'm trying to think of what's out in that neck of the woods that would be housing a military plane. Well, you said it was the Palm Springs International Airport. Well, that's definitely a plausible explanation. The military is known for parking this way. Yeah, one of the coolest things I saw at the Las Vegas airport was a military transport plane landing at the Las Vegas civilian airport. That was really, really cool. Big old plane. I got pictures of it and video of it somewhere.
Strangely enough, there's quite a few moderately big planes land at the North Las Vegas airport. They land, and the National Guard is up there as well.
The Monticello Hotel. Look, John comes in with a reference to a television show. The Montecito. It was a fictitious hotel in Las Vegas for the television show that had James Caan and Josh Duhamel, or however you say his name. The one we were talking about the other night.
Okay.
I still can't remember the name of it, though. My memory is so short, I tell you. It's scary. Very scary. G-Man retracted a message before we could get it. Use the flight tracer. Here we go. Drops a link. Cool. So who watched Doug today? I need somebody make me smart. What happened on Doug's? Anything good?
He updated the BIOS and did.
All right.
He was talking about 2 machines he was working on for a client. Had to get everything up to Windows 11.
Yeah, I know earlier he was talking about the women machines again and why they were in a desk and all that. I mean, I get it.
Well, yeah, he was working on those. He needs to order an SSD for one of them, and I sort of lost interest around that time. He initially looked to see if he could find one for next day arrival, and he couldn't while he was online. So I don't.
Winterman says he replaced the GPU. Scott said, I thought I saw an SR-71 go by at 80,000 feet at Mach 3. That's pretty doggone high and pretty doggone fast. Man.
Can't see 80,000 feet in the air.
Oh, I can. I can see 86,223 feet and 4 inches. I have perfect vision. If you guys would stop moving, though, that would really help me out. Rich got it. Rich and Jeff got it. I'd like to get pictures of some of the military aircraft I've seen parked there. Yeah, on our West Coast trip last year, over by Barstow, east of Barstow, between Barstow and I'll think of the town in a minute, but going east, there is a retired military / civilian plane graveyard, and I so badly wanted to go there. But the 4 times we passed it, we were on a deadline. We were on a schedule that I didn't have enough time to stop and try to get some pictures. But man, it is so cool. Long Dog, you should take a trip out there. Go over to Barstow and go east.
Talking
They
about
did it very militarily, if that is a word. Coordinated leaving. I don't know how
Apache
to.
helicopters. I have a first cousin twice removed. He was an Apache pilot.
I've seen Apaches, 3 or 4 of them. When they leave, I've seen that, and it's pretty serious. Yeah. If you're in a plane like the U-2, you can see 80,000 plus feet. Yeah, the Apache is pretty cool. Blackhawk's actually pretty good. What's the other one that's similar to the Apache? It'll come to me in a
Oh,
minute.
I don't know.
The Blackhawk,
No, Blackhawk's transport. Apache and the other one, they are attack ships. A Cobra. There you go. His brother-in-law flew the first Cobra. I think he meant to put first Cobra and the Apache. It's like one of my favorite military planes, believe it or not, is the A-10 Warthog. That's an
Right.
impressive plane. That thing can lay down some firepower and it's got maneuverability, and you don't want to mess with it.
And
Scott
strangely
says
enough,
Leonard
the Air
Field.
Force keeps wanting to kill the thing.
Really? Huh?
Yeah, they've been trying to kill that thing for 20 years, and Congress keeps saving it, not for the right reasons, but they do keep saving it, and it's a hell of a ground support aircraft.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, why can't I find what I'm looking for here? Oh, because it's this. Looks like we're doing an update.
yes, we are.
I couldn't tell if you were doing an update or a BIOS update.
No,
Big
that's
fan of the
just
A10
an
Warthog.
update.
I got to talk to Sam this afternoon. Well, this evening, not this afternoon. After the stream, I need to show Sam something. I'm getting an OBS to see if he's ever gotten this error before or not. Of course, now that I want to discuss it, I won't get it because I didn't take a screenshot of it because I thought, well, after the stream, I'll just show Sam what I'm getting, and maybe he's seen it, maybe he knows why, and or maybe he knows the solution to it, and or maybe Jim as well. That's the only 2 people that I can think of that are familiar with OBS. Big fan of the A10, the Marine base in Yucca. Yeah, yeah, well aware of that. Yeah, I know, Sam. It's some weird error that I tried to update it, and it just gives me this weird error. So I thought, you know what, I'll skip it for now. It's obviously functioning because we're streaming. At least I think we're streaming. Nephew flew Apache helicopter in Desert Storm. Yeah. I've avoided the Blackhawks for many years. I affectionately named them the Crash Hawks because when they first came out, they had issues. But oh my gosh, once I rode in a Blackhawk, I would never get in a Huey again. There's the difference between the 2 aircrafts is just tremendous. You know, the Huey in its day was a good plane, good helicopter, and I really did enjoy it as well. But then when I finally got talked into getting on a Blackhawk, I was impressed, and oh my gosh, was I impressed! My childhood friend flew the CH-47 Chinook, affectionately known as the Chinook. Yep, that was a big bird too. You put a lot of stuff in there as well. Kind of missed the military days. Dual rotor, yep. One in the front, one in the back. That's kind of cool. We are at 28 minutes and some change, I think. I saw a timer somewhere a while ago. I don't, 30 minutes. 30
Yeah, I
minutes,
went
12
out.
seconds.
Speaking of helicopters, I went out this afternoon, had the oil changed in my truck, and on the way back, I was driving down I-15 not far from the strip area, and there was one of those, what they used to uh, name a sky crane, and with a long
Yeah.
cable hanging down underneath it, hovering over some area on the strip. I couldn't see exactly what was going on. It was around the Spring Mountain.
Yeah, if I remember right, that particular helicopter is really funny looking because it's like it's got the wheels and then it goes up and it's got a square opening and it comes down and it's got the rest of the helicopter with the, like you
Well,
said, a cable
this
coming
one
down.
has a long, skinny thing on the top with a little rotor way on the back and a big cabin or whatever you want to say it is up in the front. And the cable hangs down from the skinny part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Long Dog says the old Chinook from the 60s and 70s were often used for installing air conditioners and moving equipment around on buildings. Yeah, that's why they made the Sky Crane. They made a specific helicopter to do that. But yep, I remember seeing footage of that as well.
Yeah, it's a Sikorsky. Yeah, it looks, well, it sure looked like it anyway. It may be a newer model than what I'm seeing here from Wikipedia, but
Got 19 views according to the studio. I do not like this new studio setup. I don't care if they change it so that it's worse than this. They just need to change it. YouTube needs to change it. I would like it to roll back the way that it used to be because
don't hold
everything
your
was
breath
right
on
there.
that one. See
Well,
these guys ever
it'll
going
change again.
backwards.
I think this is the second or third
Oh, it'll
change this
change, but it'll
year.
be something you'll like even less.
Probably. It probably will. Like 25H2. That's, ooh, man, I tell you. So I did watch the link that you put in there about I think it was you that put it in there, Jeff, about Windows 11 and how they could care less about us little guys.
Well,
Like,
yeah, I mean, that's Jim said that, I mean, it's obvious, and it is. When I get up the energy to post on the occasional YouTube thing about how shitty Windows 11 is for everybody,
right?
I usually say, well, you got to remember who Microsoft's primary source of income is. It is not the individual user.
No, it's not.
And if you think they're going to cater to the smallest of the three major groups of customers, you know,
Yeah.
pass me some of what you're smoking, you know.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I haven't had any noticeable issues with Windows 11. I do have something going on with the DaVinci machine, and I'm going to actually set the camera up behind me and demonstrate it and then get with a couple of people to figure out what it is. I don't think it's DaVinci. I think it might actually be the machine itself. And I actually think it has something to do with the way I have this set up with the capture card from the streamer to show the DaVinci machine online. And I'm going to test that by disconnecting that. And if the problem goes away, then that tells me what the problem is. If it doesn't, then I got problems. Go ahead, Jeff.
I'm not thrilled with Windows 11, but I'll get used to it.
I just find finding things is a little difficult, but then again, that's natural for me. I made a folder today to do something, okay? True story. I'm telling myself a little bit here. I made a folder today to do something in DaVinci. A lot of stuff in that folder. Got called away for something. Came back to start the project again. I couldn't find the folder. I didn't write it down, so I don't know what I'm looking for. I kind of knew what the data was that was in there. I finally did find it, though. Joy's in the house. Hello, Joy. Joy Joseph's Lounge. Joy Joseph's Lounge, no S, is in the house. Hello, Joy. Good to see you again. It is probably 10:30 in the morning where Joy is at. Thank you for being here. Kind of cool. I was watching a live stream earlier today from Japan, and I didn't realize the time difference between here and Japan. It's really neat how connected YouTube is getting people these days. You got us here in Zoom, Indiana, Maryland, Florida, New York, Las Vegas, Jim in Delaware, me in Indiana. And we're connecting to people in Japan and Korea and the Philippines, England. Speaking of England, that jokester bloody hell today got me good. I had to get up to go do something, and I'm in the kitchen, and all of a sudden I hear my LEAXA machine start yapping because Darren was talking to that thing, and it was actually answering you. Ah, I see we have a problem. It's broken. Yeah, I'll fix that. Watch this. I warned you about this. I told you one more time, and I'm going to pull the plug. And I just did. Now I have an overgrown softball in my hand. I think that needed to be done anyway. It's got some issues going on. Ski Man's weather's 39. Oh man, 39 degrees. That would be so nice right now. Compared to what we currently got and what we're going to have. Oh my gosh, I don't even want to think about it. 352 subscribers. I don't know if that's growing or not. I remember those days. And it's not your subscribers, it's the number of views. I mean, YouTube puts a limit of you got to have 1,000 to be monetized. But once you get to that, it's the number of people that watch and how long they watch and all that other good stuff. So, Joy, if you're still in the house, if you're still in the chat, in the house as the saying goes, see me, I picked up on that lingo. Put in chat where you're from in the world. What part of the globe are you from? I have a thumb drive for clean install of Windows 10. LOL. You have a thumb drive to fix my softball? I need this thing fixed. I might plug it in Monday. I don't need it for anything. I watched this live stream, or not a live stream, but an upload from Just Like Marie today. It was pretty interesting. It just makes me miss Las Vegas. That's about it. I think I'm going to wind it down. We are on 37 minutes. So let me go find out if this is going to work or not. "30 miles from 45 degrees north and 90 degrees west." My navigation days are done.
Silk and satin and feel the night. Ooh, yeah. Glitter falling, golden light. Shine, shine. Every step a whispered tease. Moving slow like honeybees. Shimmy, shimmy, watch me glow. Oh, oh. Take it high and bring it low. Down, down. Velvet shine, I steal the show. Flow, flow.
That's all, folks.
And we are back. Good night, Scott. Good night, Ski. Good night, John. Good night, Joy. Long Dog, good night. Wintermute, good night. Hopefully we'll see you later for a little bit on the Zoom after the stream after the Zoom, the ZAS, as I'm going to start calling it, Zoom after stream. That was in the description tonight. I don't think anybody picked up on that. You know what? Wait till tomorrow night's description. Wait till tomorrow night's description. If you'd like to join us on the Zoom panel, you know the deal. kstout00m@gmail.com. My congratulations to the person that sent me hey, I'm just sending you an email, which means they watched the show. That's good. Speaking of good, give me a thumbs up. And they heard me say, just send me an email, because that's exactly what they did. Thank you very much. Have a great night. Be sure to catch Rick tomorrow afternoon, 3 o'clock Indiana time, 2 o'clock Central time, 12 o'clock on the West Coast. The rest of you guys in the world, well, you're on your own. I've done my civil service duty for the night. Rich goes, oh my God, I can't believe you just said that. Good night, everybody.